please give me ye old countdown.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And what's up, guys? Jeff here with the Los Pollos Amiibos Pushing Buttons podcast, and we are on episode 11, John. We're making it. We're here. We 11 weeks in.
We're doing it.
Not missed 1 week. Couple bumpy weeks. Couple smooth weeks.
Yeah.
Couple real smooth weeks.
I heard a good quote the other day. By the way,
we're on episode 11.5.
11.5?
That's right. Remember?
Oh.
We have a lost episode.
Yeah, that doesn't count. By the way, I'm Johnny McFly, no relation to Marty.
Yeah, dude, Elwood spit me some of those lines.
Yeah,
he's got some hot bars for those intros. I want to have him back on the show so he can I heard
this,
intro
this,
with him.
Like I was watching I think it was the Angry Video Game Nerd and JonTron. They were like together. Like, JonTron was in the Angry Video Game Nerd's video cassette rental room.
Okay.
Like he has a whole room dedicated, makes it look like a video store. But the quote was like something like if it's going smooth, like it's gonna be like the gist of the quote. I don't remember the quote by heart, but it was like if it's going smooth, it's gonna be crap, and if people are bitching and complaining, it's gonna be like a masterpiece. So if our shit sucks, there's a reason for it. What up, Maximus, bro?
Hey,
welcome
thanks
to
for
the
following
Amiibo
the-
Nation. Why ain't the music popping?
Because we have the sound off.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but we do appreciate the follow. You are now part of the Amiibo Nation, and you are now worth W price on eBay. Now back to the podcast Reno.
Yeah.
We'll start off with the Steam refunds.
Yeah.
This is good for you.
It's good for everybody.
But it specifically targets John, because John likes to buy things, right? And then he plays them, and he doesn't like them.
Why can't PlayStation give me refunds?
Because, man.
Why?
Because they didn't fuck up like Steam did.
Well, you know what though, Jeff? Why is this a feature that's given to us and not a feature that is there from
the time.
jump? Whenever you buy anything in America, you're allowed to return it.
That's the thing, though. What's the return policy? How long do you have on these returns? Is it a day? Is it 50 minutes?
You got 2 weeks.
What?
You got 2 weeks from purchase.
Is there an amount of hours you can only play?
2 hours.
Okay.
So if it's under 2 hours and 2 weeks, you can return the game.
That's pretty cool.
The only thing that it hurts is like indie games that it can be beaten in 45 minutes or an hour.
I mean, even then.
Right.
Most people don't beat them off the rip like that.
Right, and if they're good games, people are going to keep them.
Yeah.
All this does is make you make better games.
Yeah.
Make better games.
Don't release them broken.
Yeah. Make better games. Make a finish. Fuck a better game.
Yeah.
I'll take a shitty-ass game as long as it's finished.
Yeah.
Finish the fucking game.
I don't get it. Like, why do people think that the gaming community is just so impatient?
Well, because they are.
Well, I mean, but that's the thing. They may bitch about it, right? This, we want it now. We want it now.
Yeah.
But if you don't release it, who cares? They're gonna wait regardless, right?
Yeah.
It's not like they're not gonna buy
Yeah,
it.
there's nothing else they're not gonna get
Like,
that
what game?
product
Something
anywhere
came
else.
like Kingdom Hearts 3. People were gonna buy that shit.
Yeah.
They've been waiting for it for 10 years.
See, the thing, like it used to be a demo disc.
Yeah.
Right? And then a demo. And then they're like, okay, well, now you got betas. And now, basically, we have paid betas.
Yes.
That last longer than a week.
Yeah.
It's, and I get it, because, like, for me, who is super impatient with everything,
Yeah.
it's awesome. But at the same time, like, when I get into something like that, like a Steam Greenlight, I know what I'm getting into.
Yeah. It tells you, hey, this isn't gonna work.
Whereas The Wanderer drops on PS4 and it doesn't work at all.
How much is that game?
Probably $20.
That's not bad.
The bullshit, it doesn't work.
I mean, I'm saying it's not bad. $20 for a game is not bad. I'm
Well,
saying
no, absolutely
$20
not.
for a broken game is still $20 wasted.
Oh, yeah, $20 down the fucking toilet. $20 on a line of Coke, except without the high. I'm not saying to do Coke. I'm just saying that it's $20 without the line.
I wonder how much $20.
Oh my god, I watched the greatest Coke documentary in history. Oh, dude, it was so good. It was really good. Like there's this dude Rafa. Rafa is fucking crazy.
Okay.
But he's stupid. But there's so much cocaine in Colombia.
Yes.
So much that's all they did. That's how they didn't fucking farm corn because where they were, they couldn't farm corn or vegetables or anything like that. The only thing that would grow in that land was fucking coca. Okay. And then they would make the cocaine, and then there was this genius white guy who was like, hey, I'll take it to Miami because I got a plane. And then he just went nuts. And it was so awesome. It was a good documentary. It's like Cocaine Cowboys 2. It was so good, man.
Now what I'm really curious about, in the sense of...
No refunds on cocaine, by the way.
No. No. But it's like, all right, if you only had one line $20, yeah. Where would the line stop for $20? Like your average line of this much Coke, right?
Okay, yeah.
And then where would it stop at for $20? Would it be like this long of a line for $20?
No, that's too long of a line. You probably gotta, yeah.
This is like $20 a Coke?
Yeah. Cocaine is the white man's drug for a reason.
I don't get it.
That is the rich white man's drug, man. Crack, different story.
Yeah.
Crack, you cut your Coke and then you make that Coke into an abundance of crack. When it's pure cocaine, like, that shit is expensive. Oh, man. Yeah, like, that's why they sell them in fucking vials for like $40, and you just got this little vial and they put it on their fingertip and go at it.
Yeah, then again, you also don't need that long-ass line either. I mean, like...
Right, that line's gonna last you for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, but I say, if you pace yourself...
Yeah. Well, I mean, nobody paces themselves on Coke. That's the problem.
It's just, you just fucking, you take a shot and you're just like, whoa. And then you're just
go for another one.
And then an hour later, you're just like, I could take out a loan.
Yeah. There's no refunds on Coke. But you don't want to pay for, like, it's like if you, video games, okay, this is how we're going to tie this all up in a boat.
Okay.
Finished video games is cocaine.
Yes.
Unfinished video games is crack.
Okay.
So
now, why do people call it crack cocaine?
Crack? Why is it called crack cocaine?
Yeah, some people call it like they'll be like crack cocaine.
Well, I don't know.
It's just stupid. Yeah, they just think they're the same thing.
No, no. Nobody thinks that cocaine and crack. Not drug dealers or users. Absolutely.
No,
not.
I'm talking about the average person.
Oh yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, they probably just think it's in the same family or whatever. Because like Coke and crack, and then there's crank. Which is the same shit. It's just they put it together. That's all.
Oh, so it's Coke coated crack or some shit?
No. It's just, it's Coke. It's crack.
Okay.
But they call it crank.
Okay.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's how that works. I think it's just a mashing of the words. Cocaine.
I'm an angel
crack.
dust man myself.
But back to the video games, man. Cocaine
is finished.
Game. Crack is Steam Greenlight, or unfinished game.
Yeah,
we're paying cocaine prices for crack product.
Yes.
Now, when you're on Steam Greenlight, you're getting crack.
Yes.
But
you're fine because that's what you went for.
Because they're upfront about it and they're like, hey.
Yeah, it's not a dude who's just like. He's just like, yeah, here, I'm a crack dealer selling unfinished cocaine right now.
Yeah, like, it's like, this is crack. And you can have the crack for X amount of dollars, whatever.
Someone asked how unfinished are those games. It really depends on the game.
It does not.
Like some of them come out working.
Not that
they're obviously some of them come out working. It's not like they're that ant's still up there. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I just seen them coming up.
Okay, either way, some of them are like super like playable. Like they look bad. They have their bugs, but they're playable. And some of them come out like Wander, not actually Wander, but games come out to where you're falling through every fucking piece of floor and nothing works. Yeah. So it all depends.
So the Steam refund thing, I think it's a good thing for consumers.
Fantastic.
Yeah, man, because
you can be like, man, I hate this game, but I got another hour and a half before I can turn it back in.
Like the thing was, like I bought the Escapetionist because it sounds so sweet, but I had to use a keyboard and mouse for it, and it makes it unplayable for me. But they just released it on the PlayStation 4 with a controller. And I'm just like, motherfucker, now I need to play that game. But I don't have the money because Steam already took my shit and won't give me a refund on it because I played more than 2 hours and I bought it 2 months ago.
If you haven't played for more than 2 hours, can you return it right now?
No, you gotta be within 2 weeks. Everything that you've bought prior matters not. Damn it. But they're also cool about like, hey, if you bought your game today and tomorrow it's 98% off, you can return that game and then buy the 98% off.
That's good.
They're cool about it.
Yeah. That's good, because, like, what if you get a leaked sale and you're like, fuck, I want to play this right now, though.
Right.
You can buy it.
Wait.
Boom.
And then, but the thing is, now, when you buy when you return the game, you got to return it. They're going to send you a refund, which takes, or email that takes 2 days, telling you if your refund has been accepted or denied, if you made the quotations. Okay. And then after that, you get another email that you got to wait 7 days before your refund returns to your wallet and or Visa card.
Well, I mean, they give themselves a nice time period because they know that people are going to abuse this.
Oh, yeah. People are going to go in.
Like, the people who are in the refunds department just got a raise. Because they're working 10-hour days. They just, minimum.
No, they just heard about it. Like, they're like, what?
They didn't even know they were in the refunds department.
They didn't know there was a refund department. What's happening?
And then out of nowhere, they're just like, yeah, you've been promoted. You're in the refund department now. What the fuck's that? That's our new feature.
You gotta answer the phone and give motherfuckers.
Basically, everyone's gonna be calling you. It's gonna be like, yeah, hello. Yeah, I just bought Fallout 4. And I thought it was Rust, so I'm gonna need to return that.
Because
no, I have 2 hours and 2 minutes on it. Is that gonna be an issue?
They're just. I bought Fallout 4 and apparently you guys thought I bought Fallout 3 because it looks exactly the same.
Oops.
I have 2 hours.
Sneak this.
I have 2 hours and 2 minutes, and hopefully that won't be an issue.
Is that gonna be an issue? God, I know there's gonna be so many of that who fucked up their timer, thought they were gonna stop it on 159 on the money.
Yeah, and maybe just round it up on you.
Yep.
Hey Jeff, this would be a perfect time for you to get a job as a Steam refund sales associate.
Yeah, I need to be like, hey, look, I know no one wants to do that job. I got it. I don't care. Be like, no, man, 2 hours and nights. Shut the fuck up. They'd call back and they'd be like, Jeff, your customer support is terrible.
You're fired.
Right? But how many calls do I get through? Huh? Yeah, Charlene over there got 32 calls a day. Your boy's sitting at 200.
Charlene.
Right? Fuck Charlene.
Charlene's
I hate
bitch.
that bitch.
Charlene don't never work. She don't never work.
She always just twirling her hair and chewing her bubble gum.
Trying to give everybody the deal.
Yeah, she's just like, yeah, you 5 minutes over, but I mean, I guess I can help you.
Yeah. What the fuck wrong with Charlene? Charlene don't never go to lunch on time. If she
don't
leave,
never come back
right.
on time either. Bitch.
And if she leaves, she never asks anybody else in the office if they want anything while she's gone. Like, you can save everybody a trip.
I'm sitting here parsed as fuck. You went to Starbucks?
Charlene.
Oh, I'm not falling asleep at the phones.
Fucking bitch.
Fuck Charlene.
Yo, hashtag fuck Charlene. She ain't good at customer service, and she ain't good at answering the phones.
Now, John, we are here to bring some peace of mind to the people.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So Fallout 4's trailer was released.
Ooh.
Right. Big news. Huge.
Oh
crazy.
my god,
People
it finally happened.
Just remember, guys, it's okay to not be excited.
It's super okay not to be excited. Because I had Fallout 3. I didn't like it as much as everybody. 3.
What's the other one? New Vegas?
Yep.
I tried New Vegas.
Maybe we're missing something.
Exactly. Like, if anyone is in the stream or in the comments on Ustream or
any of that jazz,
anything, or on the YouTube comments, and you got the time, explain Fallout. Why is it fun? Why do people hype it up to like Skyrim?
I'll tell you why I wanted to play it. It's because I like the 50s music. I like the post-apocalypse, like the whole new. But then I played the game.
The scenery is great.
Yeah,
but the gameplay blows.
It's so boring.
Like, you just fucking. And then you're just like, oh, let me use my cool system to shoot. Headshot.
Yeah, I mean, like making the guns and stuff or whatever. That's tight with your Pip-Boy. That's cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to get that little Pip-Boy guy. I wanted to get that tattooed when Fallout 3. I was like, man, this game's gonna be great. First of all, and then I was like, man, that character's sweet looking. And then I played the game. And I'm just like, man.
And what's great is John hyped it up to me before it came out.
Yeah, well,
so
I
bought it. I bought it as well, and I was like,
I was on the train.
I remember going. This is back when John lived in an apartment somewhere. I remember this one. This is one where it was a really small one. You walked in, everything was in the front room, and you guys had the kitchen right by the living room. Yeah, I walked in there and I was like, John, do you really like this Fallout game? And you were just like, yeah, no, Jeff, it's not that good, man. I'm just like, you motherfucker. It was like, this is Haze all over again.
No, it didn't. Oh, no, Haze we never even bought.
I bought Haze.
That was stupid, Jeff.
I bought Haze. John was
you
like...
knew about the internet, didn't you?
No. This is back when all I did was play Call of Duty because we had one computer and Gary and my mom were always playing their AOL games. Like, damn it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff.
But John hyped this game because all I did was play Call of Duty back then. John was like, dude, Call of Duty sucks. Haze...
Haze is gonna be the game changer.
Look at these games, dude. You shoot this shit and they go, and all this cool stuff, and the online's gonna be great. It's gonna work. You can do all your GBs on there. You play that game competitively.
I didn't say that. I didn't even know what GB was.
And then Haze was awful, right? It's like Haze is right up there. I mean, I'd rather play Fallout than Haze, but that's not fair.
It was bad.
I'd rather play a lot of things than Haze.
I would not rather play Haze over Fallout. I definitely would play Fallout. Like, I mean, like, and I put actual hours into it.
I put like a few hours. I was so I was young back then too, so I was retarded.
I was 27, so whatever. I don't have any excuse. I didn't fucking get it.
You were not 27. That was 3 years ago. Fallout 3.
How long?
Maybe. I want to say 5.
Okay. Well, then I was 24.
Maybe no. It was
either way.
I think it was 4 years. 4 years.
Full blown adult, and I didn't understand. I just don't get. And there's our friends are super pumped about it. Everybody knows. I don't. I'm glad that you're in the same boat as me. Yeah. Because that's a lonely boat.
It is. like, I've tried playing both of them, and it's just like...
That is a lonely-ass boat.
Maybe we're not getting the story. We're missing the hook.
Yeah.
We're just playing... We're playing the game.
Well, the hook is like, people are like, well, you know, it's the world. It's the environment. It's the people.
And you would think that's something you're super into.
But yeah, and it would be, except I hate it.
You can't get it.
I hate it.
I hate the way you jump. When I go into third person, I hate the game even more.
Can I tell you, outside, oh my god, jumping is such a pet peeve. The fucking Witcher's jumping is ridiculous.
It's bad.
It's like, why would you spend a bazillion fucking dollars in a game and you're like, hey, we gotta make sure he can jump. Oh, okay. Basic, worst floating jumping animation you've ever seen in your life.
Someone said I'd rather play tank on Atari than Fallout. See, John, there's more people in the boat.
Hell yeah. All right. Shout out to Thundercast for being in the boat.
Thundercat's in the boat. Now we can take turns rowing it.
Yeah. Jeff, I need to check Thundercast. Can you please let us know your weight and dimensions? Because I want to make sure the rowing is equal.
Or we're gonna need a bigger boat. Yeah, because I mean, if you're a larger man, we can't be on the paddles at the same time.
No,
we going under. It's all about weight distribution.
Yeah. You gotta get a motor.
So, off the topic of bad games, let's talk about a good game.
We can't say Fallout is bad.
Let's talk. All right, off the topic of games we don't understand.
Or like.
That ant is killing my vibe right now.
Don't let it kill your vibe, man. Look, he's just chilling. Jeff.
He's just like, this poster's tight.
He knew we were doing a podcast. He just want to come and watch.
This ant is on the wall every fucking podcast.
He was like, man, they're doing the podcast.
Like, I love it. You know, we did get a random subscribe a few days ago. His name was Ant.
It was Ant. Look at him. He's like, man, they talking about me.
I'm on the podcast.
We made it.
We made it. He gonna go back to the hive. Let him know. Hey, y'all know about Pushing Buttons podcast. They had me on the podcast today. All right, but off the topic of games we don't understand.
Yeah.
Here's some good news. Lucas is coming out the 14th of June.
Yeah, which is soon. Which is the day of the Nintendo World Championships.
Oh, good. I'll have something to do.
Yeah. What do you mean? Oh, I'm gonna be busy, different. But you'll be able to download Lucas for $4.99 or something. I'm sure.
I'm probably not gonna download it.
No. You don't think so?
Not until we get a PVR. If we get a PVR.
Citizens Bank, shout out, bro. Come on.
It's not my bank, man.
It's your bank, Jeff.
It's not the bank. It's the company. Look.
No, Jeff, it's the bank. Who got the check?
The company.
So they ain't send you a check yet?
No, they have to cut it and I have to pick it up personally.
Because the bank has to give them back money that they misplaced?
I don't know how that's
Did you call the company?
I called the company.
And what'd they say?
They told me that I have to pick a physical check up from them. They didn't tell me how the money was getting there. They told me I'm going to get a check.
Uh-huh.
And if I don't have this shit by money, best believe
by
Monday.
Oh, okay.
Best believe Jasmine gonna get another call from my ass. She gonna tell me not to call her no more, and I'm gonna call her again.
Like, who does Jasmine think she is holding?
Who does Jasmine think telling me that I can't call for my money when I've been waiting for this shit for a month and a half?
That's bad.
Either way, I'm tired of talking about that.
Lucas is coming out.
Buy it. He's fun.
Buy it
probably.
If they pay you.
If he's anything like he was in PM, he'll be fucking broken. Yeah, there's some song requests going on. It's weird. It's like I also enjoy going like to my favorite streamers and like asking them because you want to know if your homies like your music taste.
Yeah. That's cool.
Typically they don't.
So Lucas, he's coming out. Good for him. PK Thunder.
So let's get into the big news.
Yeah, let's do it.
Not this one.
Oh,
John, can you bring up the other notepad?
Oh, hell yeah. Of course, daddy.
Now this would be the Jeff section of the show.
I'm gonna sit back and relax.
Right. Yesterday, or the day before, recently, Dark Souls 3 information was leaked. And I believe the guys from Rooster Teeth were the leakers.
So Rooster Teeth is legit. Why would they leak it?
Because they got us information from an anonymous source.
They shouldn't leak that. Because I think Rooster Teeth is at that point where they're big enough to where they shouldn't do stuff like that.
Well, yeah, because it could hurt them.
Yeah.
Because they can fall.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm not giving you shit no more.
Yeah, but it's like, it looks all legit. It looks like it all makes sense. I think that's why they released it, because it all looks like normal Dark Souls shit just a few months early. Or, a few days early.
Yeah, because I have all that information and some video gameplay of it, Jeff.
But, so all this information was taken from the Rooster Teeth video at the No. So I'll put a link to their video down in the description if you want to go watch it. They have screenshots and shit. I didn't feel like tearing all the screenshots and putting them in the stream.
Me either. That shit.
I was going to make a video about it last night and take all the screenshots, but I figured then we wouldn't be able to talk about it in today's podcast. But either way, Dark Souls 3 is supposed to come out for Xbox One and PS4 in 2016. Most likely summer, spring release date as usual. The ant is getting closer to us.
I know. He's like getting a front row seat. I seen that too. I was like, oh, damn, he's getting closer.
But, so it's 2016, probably somewhere in the April, March, latest May, June. It's going to be the whole, the PC thing. You're going to have to wait because Dark Souls don't care about the PC. But once they see that it's selling, you guys want it, they'll be like, here, we'll give it to you.
But they don't.
They do.
Do they buy it?
Yeah.
Do they
Everyone who plays it on stream typically plays it on PC.
Okay. Do they pirate it? That's what I'm asking, Jeff.
I thought you said, do they buy it?
No. Do they pirate?
No, I'm sure they buy it the first time. I mean, I buy Dark Souls the first time around.
For the console?
For the console. I almost bought it for PC once, but I missed the sale. So I got it.
All right.
But so for the online, it seems to stay the same. Co-op's going to be 1 through 4. Typically, I only would summon John if that, and I won't even summon John till I beat the game myself.
I don't summon nobody ever. I beat the game by myself.
I'm not saying you didn't. I was talking about me.
Yeah, you're right.
I guess whatever, Mr. Guilty Conscience.
I ain't guilty. I ain't never summoned you for nothing. I summoned Dark Souls 1. I summoned Dark Souls 1 bullshit.
Yeah.
Thanks, Thundercast.
We're gonna see what we can do about that. But
Stream froze up.
Yeah. The PvP is coming back, the arena style ish. Like it was in Dark Souls 2. That's what I was looking for. Dark Souls 2.
The PvP?
Yeah.
The arena style PvP?
Because you kind of you go up and you kind of just queue up at a statue, and then it just puts you in with another player in a 1v1 arena, kind of a straight line.
Is it like the Bloodborne stuff like that? Like those what was that shit called? I didn't use it. On the other side of the graveyard.
You talking about those dungeons?
Yeah, what was that?
No, those were just random dungeons.
Okay, so that's all that.
That was all more PvE stuff.
Like, I didn't know. I have no idea what that was. I swear to God, I had no idea.
But no, in Dark Souls 2, there was an altar you could go to, and you would just kneel down, and it would just put you in a thing. Also, the stream should be back up, guys, if you just refresh. But yeah, you just go to an altar, and it puts you in an arena. And there's specific ones. I think there's like a 4-way arena as well, which is kind of crazy.
Like Smash Brothers?
Kind of.
Like Smash Bro Dark Souls?
Smash Souls?
Smash? No, I like Dark Bros. No.
Dark Bros?
No. Smash Dark? No. What did I just say prior to that?
Super Smash Souls.
Super Smash Souls. And
I'm not happy with either of them. But there'll be 10 usable classes from the start. Now with the way that's formed, it makes me think they're gonna add in classes.
Yeah, you're gonna have that ninja class, the 2 katanas, right? And then you're gonna get a robot class that gets a laser.
There's 10 usable classes from the start.
You're gonna get the Super Mario class, the guy who can actually jump and not look ridiculous.
But yeah, so there's gonna be 10 usable classes. Probably gonna be your knight, archer, mage user, and then different variants of those 3. Your faith user, thief, hunter.
Jeff, can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah.
People get so annoyed with this. How come we can never have laser beams and like laser guns and stuff like, just real futuristic shit in the same era as people who can spit fire and throw fireballs out of their hands? Like what's more? I'm just.
Well, the reason being is because with the lasers, right, you need more outside sources. Because without anyone to build the lasers, how are they there? So that means you would have to also fit in a company. But with the dragons, you can just say, this is just how they were born. They can just say that's what you read in the book when you were a kid.
So can we get aliens in the next game?
No.
Why not? That'd be so sweet, Jeff. How do you fight a dragon? Let me blow him up with this fucking laser.
It's one of those things where it's just like, that's a very specific audience. Typically just you.
What? No.
Just play a mod. I'm sure there's a mod.
Like when I was playing Red Dead Redemption, not to get off topic, but when I was playing Red Dead Redemption, I was like, man, I really hope that I uncover some fucking crazy ancient alien shit and I got this, I'm just rolling around with this fucking...
Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's the era.
But people think it's ridiculous to have them both in. I think it's ridiculous. Like, if I'm shooting a laser, right? You just reverse it. I'm playing a game like Saints Row, or not Saints Row because it's comedy or whatever. Think of, like, if I'm playing Halo, right? and I'm shooting people with my tractor beams or whatever he is, and then somebody hits me with a fireball, nobody goes, "Hey, that's ridiculous."
I mean, did they hit you with a fireball in there?
I'm just saying it could happen, and nobody would question it.
Yeah, because then, I mean, it would just be written off as a grenade.
Yeah, but it's if you...
But see, Halo's one of those things where it's already futuristic.
Right. Well, technology and futuristic shit has nothing to do with throwing a fireball out of your hand from magic.
Well, all right, is it considered just a fireball?
Yeah, a fireball.
All right, well, then if they did do that, then there would be a backstory to it, to someone creating, there's
so
a
why
fucking...
can't that be in the other one?
Because it's not reversed. You can do it with the future, you have the tools to make the shit from the old age. From the old age, you don't have the tools to make the shit from the future.
Jeff? Somebody just ain't unlocked that part of their brain yet. Internet, you're welcome.
And it's one of those things where if the game came out like that, sure, but you can't put it into a series that's already set in stone.
Fair enough. Okay, so let's...
So there could be a game, a Souls-like game, where it's a very heavy roller.
I mean, like, if you think about it, though, like, Mario did it. Like, that's just that's a basic dude.
It's one of those things where the game has evolved, but it's one of those things where I feel like Dark Souls, it has its scenery. So as I'm saying, I'm not saying you can't shoot laser beams.
Why can't that be a part of the scenery is what I'm asking. Like, why is it so ridiculous to think that you can be playing Dark Souls
because over time, over the years, right? This is what's been implanted in everyone's brain.
I know.
It's just what feels right. That's why.
Gotta unlock the mind.
And that's why.
Gotta unlock the mind.
I'm not saying it's wrong, but I also don't want to fucking with my game series and fucking ruining it, possibly.
Well, not now, obviously. It's too late.
I'm saying, but a new IP with that, where it's just like, I would love to see, like, maybe even a time traveler go back with all those gadgets to this era. That'd be cool.
Right. Stuff like that.
And with the time travel aspect, then it makes sense.
Could you imagine?
But I don't think it ever would make sense for him just to wake up there and just be like, just have fire, fucking laser beams laying around, and then the dragon's just like.
Welcome to the dragon.
It's just a little odd. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it's a little odd.
All right, fair enough.
I'm not saying I wouldn't play it either.
I would.
I definitely want to play some time travel Dark Souls. But
just thinking
back to the Dark Souls 3 information, and that's old school. That's the OG shit.
Well, I just said I was thinking out loud. So
yeah.
I timed it.
But there's going to be a total of 45 new enemies. These are the little guys, and 15 new bosses.
Oh, so the 45 new enemies are just like shitty guys.
Yeah, they're your basic trash mob.
So when it says not including old monsters,
yeah, I think some guys might be some return bosses.
That's cool. Yeah,
which is good. Maybe there'll be a thing where you can step through and go through. Maybe you go through time in this one.
Go to that next one, the next section, because that's the important one.
This is where Bloodborne failed. Yeah. Yes. Okay, because Bloodborne was not a Dark Souls game. This is why. Bloodborne was all about the weapon technically being 2.
Yeah.
So with this one, there's 100 new weapons.
That's so good.
There's 100 new weapons, 40 new armor sets, and 200 new items total with ring spells and consumables.
Yeah, that's tight.
Which is going to be great, because then there's going to be so much customization. And even with that, I believe they're putting in things where you can use special moves with your weapons, if you scroll down for me.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because with the weapons, they're more.
More?
Yeah, all the way down to the 100 weapons. Yeah, there you go. See? Okay. Yeah, there's with the 100 new weapons, there's also a thing called sword fighting arts, which is basically you can choose a custom move set almost.
Oh.
Like you can do special moves, which Dark Souls is going to be like branching out more to not a Dragon Age. Like Dragon Age is the first thing that pops in my head, but like how like it'll be the normal system, but you'll probably have some special moves. Which will be cool, because it's like, I could be like, yeah, dude, I'm using the spinning sword slash here.
So it's just more
custom
building.
Yeah, it's just more shit that you can put on, which is going to make Dark Souls 3
So somebody's going to come out with, like, the perfect build.
Yeah, there's going to be the perfect build, there's going to be fun builds, there's going to be the fastest build.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be insane. What's going on, Hannah?
Montana?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But,
you never know.
No, there's supposed to be 60 minutes worth of cutscenes.
That's tight.
Which means...
a lot of skipping.
No. It means the story might make sense.
I don't understand.
You might have to go to... You might not have to go to YouTube to figure out the shit going on behind Dark Souls.
I'll never understand the lore of Dark Souls, man.
It's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. It's great. I watched a Dark Souls video for like 2 hours. Just learning shit. I was like, no way. What?
I care so much.
I did.
I know. I could tell.
I did. I cared a lot.
That's awesome.
Man, I hate this fucking laptop. Let me tell you. But, they're mostly in-engine instead of rendered.
Yeah.
So
That means the game's gonna look good.
They're gonna be fucking pretty. They're gonna be like Metal Gear 4 type of cutscenes.
Yeah, they're gonna be good.
Hopefully they're not as long as those ones though.
Yeah, no.
I do not need 20 minutes. I don't need to be able to go do errands before I come back and that shit's finished.
Dark Souls is all about the game.
Yeah.
You know what? Because I've learned, Jeff, over time, and I've had to swallow this pill. I just don't like medieval dragon type shit.
I love it.
Because like I bought Witcher, hate it. Bought Skyrim.
I think Witcher. You were born to hate because it's just you hate that style of game.
Dragon Age, hate it.
Yeah.
Skyrim, hate it. Not hate it.
I don't mind Skyrim. I understand. I beat Skyrim.
You see, for me, I don't like the games.
Yeah.
But Dark Souls, 100% in.
Well,
I don't care about I don't care about that kind of environment. But
it's just the gameplay.
I'm excited for the weapons and
the gameplay is a super big deal in Dark Souls.
Like I've never been big into dragons or medieval knights and all this.
Yeah.
Never cared. But like in Dark Souls, I care because I want my guy to look like a fucking badass.
Yeah.
And that's why I like Bloodborne so much because I like the environment.
It was a very dark vibe.
Yeah, I like the environment way more than I do in Dark Souls, but there was no customization. Like none.
Yeah, you can't. It was one of those things where you'd rather have the environment and way more shit.
And give me all the shit to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because for me, Dark Souls is a harken back to NES games. Like that is where I feel comfortable.
It's hard as shit.
That's where I feel comfortable.
You gotta fucking put down. You gotta slap that ass in that chair and figure out what this boss does.
Nothing gives me more happiness than when you finish a boss and you're just like,
I got you, motherfucker.
But nothing makes me as mad as fighting a cheesy ass fucking spider boss or whatever his name was.
Fucking Romulus.
And over and over and over. So,
a bad time.
Yeah, Dark Souls 3.
Gonna be insane.
If they have it at the show, and if it's on the show floor, I'll stand, like, I've already planned on,
the route?
Well, not even the route, just games that I would be willing to stand an hour or 3 hours in line on.
Okay.
For you, and for me, Dark Souls 3, obviously any Mario that's announced, or Zelda.
Yeah.
And, but those are, basically, I'll stand in line for Nintendo games, Dark Souls 3, and, obviously if they got a playable Uncharted 4 or something like that for PlayStation.
Yes.
I'll stand in line for those. Other than that, I'm going to, I'll watch other people play because it's easier to watch other people play than me actually getting my hands on it.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to get my hands on games that I want to play.
Yeah.
So if Dark Souls 3 is there, I will definitely have footage of me yamming on that shit.
It's going to be fucking tight. And there's going to be 12 new areas, which is a lot.
That's huge.
That sounds like a lot.
It's a huge game. It's already sounding like a massive game.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's not too big to the point where
what's heat up factor? What's that?
It's basically in rage mode.
Rage.
Or it has something to do with the new summoning style. You seen that picture we seen on Kotaku how it showed the guy and then showed him as like a fucking gelatinous gross thing?
Yeah.
It might be like how many times you summon for this boss and maybe it gets harder or something. No one really knows, but I'm just taking it as an in-rage factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but outside of that, that's basically all the information for it. It's sounding fantastic. It looks great.
Yeah,
it just looks like polished Dark Souls. They're not changing anything. They're not trying to get too fancy with it because they know they got it and it works.
Yeah.
And that's the number one.
And keep it going.
Just fucking provide new shit. Keep it nice. Boom.
Yeah.
Don't change anything because this is the game we want.
Yeah.
You don't need to change it. You just need to give us more shit to play.
This is a PSA from Jeff to fucking Atlas. Anything else you need to say?
No, I'm good.
You're sure?
I'm good.
You want to make sure that they don't change anything?
Dark Souls 1 remake, please.
Well, we don't need a remake of that, Jeff.
I want to play it on the PS4.
Are they called HD remakes now?
I think that everything's
How can
HD.
an HD remake be an HD remake?
I think it's just a remake now. Everything's HD. I think it's called an HD remake if it wasn't HD. And then it's just a remake if it wasn't.
It's going to be a remaster.
Yeah, remaster.
Okay,
that's what it's called.
Okay.
Good words. One thing.
Noise? You hear that?
Sounds like the washer dryer.
Wow, this shit is really good. It is, yeah. Holy shit. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to derail the fucking podcast. That's my bad.
Oh shit. All right, so with E3 around the corner, we wanted to do our E3 predictions. We're gonna say a few games.
Everybody does these.
Yeah.
So please settle and wait for us to be just like everybody else.
Yeah, because these are some of those things where you can't not do these.
It's a staple.
Yeah, it's the staple gaming thing.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna name off a few games that we think are gonna be there for each big company.
Right. Or not even that you think is going to be there. Just games that you want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we know
what's going to be there.
We can tell you, Halo will be there, Uncharted will be there, you know. So you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start. Okay. For Xbox, I do hope that Gears of War is there. Mm-hmm. I want Gears of War to be there really bad.
Their new studio is called Coalition.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
okay.
Coalition. Sorry, Coalition.
Yeah, so
they dropped the Black Tusk name. Because like they say when you thought of Bungie, you thought of
Halo.
Yeah, and when you thought of who's the guys who made Gears before Gears? Epic. You thought of Gears. Yes. When you think of Black Tusk, you don't think of anything.
They haven't given you a thought yet. They want to be a fresh thought.
Right, Coalition, starting with the new Gears of War.
Okay.
Sorry.
So yeah, the only game I want from Xbox there is Gears of War.
Yeah.
Anything else would be great. Maybe a Sunset Overdrive 2. Okay. It'd be nice if they showed a little more Halo 5, since I didn't get to see anything on it. I didn't play the beta or anything.
Like release date?
Yeah, well, the release date's winter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's coming out in December, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I think that's a for sure release date. But outside of that, I mean, I don't have anything for Xbox because I don't own one. But Gears of War would be the system seller if it worked well.
If it was Gears.
And I would go to someone's house and play before I even thought about purchasing the console.
Yeah, we just go to Birdo's.
Now, for PlayStation, obviously, Dark Souls 3, I want it to be there. I want it to be playable. I want to see a lot of shit on it.
Well, Dark Souls 3 will be on Xbox as well.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck, though.
Okay, fair enough. So it's an exclusive to you.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I'm not going to buy it on Xbox.
I got you. Yeah. Okay. I can understand that. That makes sense.
I mean, obviously, this is a multi-console release, so...
Yeah, but no, it's PlayStation exclusive.
It's exclusive to me.
All right, fair enough.
Because Bloodborne was exclusive. Y'all still ain't get that shit.
Y'all ain't never get Bloodborne.
What's going on?
You mad Xbox users?
But yeah, so obviously Dark Souls is just a biased opinion. Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Duske?
Kingdom Hearts 3. I need to see something. I need to hear of a year release date. I don't even care if it's a date. Hey, thanks for following, Hannah.
You are now worth twice. Oh no, that's your job.
I mean, if you want to go for it, John?
I don't. Thanks for joining, Hannah. You are now worth double the price of eBay.
Thanks for joining the Amiibo Nation, Hannah. You are now worth double your price on eBay.
See, that's why you the host, Jeff. That's why you the Arsenio Hall of the Pushing Buttons podcast. You know what I'm saying? We got motherfucking Letterman over here. Fucking Jay Leno putting in work.
I was just slouched down in my chair, just like, oh yeah. That's great. But so yeah, I want at least a year release date. I want it to be like, this will be out in 2016, 2017. I don't even care if this is going to be out in 2020. I just want a confirmed year of when Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out.
But what's it matter, Jeff? If it never coming out, what do you need
It's coming out.
I need a year, but if it never comes out.
I don't even, if it doesn't come out, I guess it never comes out, right?
Right.
But I still want them to say that it's going to come out.
All right, fair enough.
I want the hope. And then for PlayStation, there was one more game that I wanted to see there.
Uncharted? Last Guardian.
No, well, I do want to see Uncharted.
Uncharted
will be there. No, I can't think.
How about The First of Us?
What's that?
I don't know. What's The Last of Us?
I don't know.
How about the first people that get infected and trying to stop it?
Or just the first people on the planet.
No, like The First of Us could be like the people who got infected.
The prequel?
And they're trying to stop it.
That'd be fucking sweet.
Yeah, The First of Us.
I want to see that at
E3. You can contain it. Like, that would be tight. I'm just, All
right, and then for Nintendo, maybe another DLC for Mario Kart.
Yeah, and a DLC.
They're going to probably reveal another character for Smash.
They'll probably reveal some more Splatoon stuff, which at this point, I've completely changed my mind on Splatoon, Jeff. I'm so mad that I dissed it so hard these early days.
Cool, because it's actually as good as it was.
Yeah, it's totally worth all the promotion.
I wish
and
I
all
could
the hype.
fucking play it.
And the way they dole out the DLC, because it's all free, it's all stuff that should be in the game from jump. But the way they dole it out,
is it free DLC?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is where Nintendo's genius.
Oh, because they keep you playing.
Yeah, and they dole it out, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, here." It's like it makes it look like it's free DLC. It's just shit that should have been in the game.
Yeah. No, it's one of those things where it's just like, I'm getting kind of bored of these weapons.
And then they released a fucking paintbrush. I'm like, I can't wait to go whip around.
Yeah,
that.
and then you play that for a week, and you're just like, I'm getting kind of bored. Boom.
Yeah, a new stage.
Just keep boom, 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 and then you're just playing it forever.
Yeah.
Which I mean it's one of those things where it's not even like a genius marketing scheme. Like they already made the money off of the game.
Right.
So I mean it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to see DLCs for both Mario and Smash. A new Mario. Mm-hmm. Maybe even like
Super Mario Galaxy 3 at the Nintendo World event, first time ever.
That
calling it, and my mind's gonna be fucking blown. Now I'm gonna be there. And I'm gonna be like the Undertaker guy when Undertaker loses, like that black dude just. That's gonna be me when they. And I was gonna be like, oh! That's gonna be me.
Someone said Mass Effect 4. I'm not a huge Mass Effect fan either.
Me either. I like Mass Effect 2. I didn't enjoy 3 or 1.
And then the last one, I would like to see like a Luigi's Mansion on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Something like that. Something in that general area.
Yeah.
And then
how about Zelda? The one E3 I get to go to, and there's no Zelda.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I try not to think
There's no Zelda, no Iwata.
Yeah, it's going to be heavy on Star Fox, though. And,
yeah.
And before, it's just all Star Fox.
Yeah, see, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not worried about seeing that. I mean, it's going to be good.
Yeah, but I don't need to see it.
I don't need to see it.
No. I agree.
So, all right, let's hear your predictions.
Okay.
We already got all your Nintendo ones.
Xbox. There was a game on the Xbox One called Phantom Dust.
Okay.
Not Xbox One, but the Xbox, the original,
okay.
called Phantom Dust. And it was like a card bait. I think it was like card. I don't know. It was kind of cool. I remember looking at it when I never bought it. Okay. But I heard there was supposed to be like a rumor of a remake or something of that nature or sequel, whatever coming. So if that would be there, I'd like to see that. Because like for Xbox, it's real niche stuff. Because I'm not a big shooter fan. That one game where like you could suspend time was pretty cool, but I haven't heard anything about it in a long time. I didn't remember the name. What was the horror game? Alan
Wake.
Alan Wake. That was a really good game.
Yeah, people want Alan Wake too bad.
Yeah, and if any of those rumors are true about them getting Silent Hills, that'd be a big deal to see. That'd be a huge deal, Yeah. Or and then because Xbox, they don't really have a.
There's a guy named Johnny MC in our Ustream chat.
That's tight. But Xbox doesn't really have anything to harken back on. You know what I mean? Like if Nintendo, they have names that they can go back on and you can get games and they can remake them.
Yeah.
PlayStation the same way. Xbox, like you think about the original Xbox One, you don't want any games from then remade.
Like, the one they did remake didn't work.
Right. Nobody forever. It's
still
not working.
It works.
I mean, this is not an Xbox bashing place,
No,
but
it's just
we
like,
do come across.
It's not our fault.
Right.
It's not a bash if we're just saying it.
There's nothing there for us. For me especially, like I just like you said, Gears of War, obviously game changing because that's like one of our favorite games of all time. It is what it is.
I didn't even get to break the ice tip on that one, man.
That game was so good. I mean, countless. So that's it for Xbox. I mean, Xbox, I would like to see them. Not a console redesign, but they got to make it more appealing. The console still, I still don't think it's an appealing console to people. Like I just don't, you know what I mean?
Their interface is annoying.
Right, they have to do something like that Windows 10 bullshit. They have to figure it out. Like nobody wants it. You know what I mean?
So someone asked us about our thoughts on Elder Scrolls Online.
Well, I'll get to that in a minute. Let me finish my
thoughts. Finish up predictions.
Okay, PlayStation, obviously, anything that has to do with The Last of Us would be great. Last Guardian, Uncharted, all the big hitters. If they have like a Sly Cooper remake or like a Ratchet and Clank, not remakes, but just what do they call those reimaginings? Reboots.
Oh yeah.
Any of those would be fucking sweet because I know there's like a Sly Cooper movie coming out, so there's gonna have to be a movie tie-in. And if they get Naughty Dog to do that, is Naughty Dog behind Sly Cooper or is that Ratchet and Clank? No, Naughty Dog's behind Jax, right?
Jackson Crash.
Yeah, not Sly Cooper. Okay, but if they can redo a Sly Cooper, I think that would be great.
That'd be cool. I've never played them.
Oh,
I've never finished them. I played a few.
Yeah,
played the demo a few times. They seem fun.
They're good games. Yeah. So, that maybe my favorite thing, and this goes across all, is like the available now situation.
Oh, the ones that are released
for the
that
people,
day.
Well, it's not going to matter for me so much this year, but that's the one thing I always look forward to. Is like, okay, what can I get today? Like, okay, all this awesome stuff is going to be amazing, but what's available after the conference? And I hope there is something like mind-blowing on all the systems. Because, it's almost like a staple. You have to have that in your conference now, and it's available after the show kind of thing. You know what I mean? So with PlayStation, like they don't have no first-party games out. And then 2015 has been like the driest of the dry.
Especially for first party. Fucking exclusives.
Outside of Bloodborne, there hasn't been anything.
Yeah, the two big exclusives have been fucking Bloodborne and Monster Hunter.
Right, yeah.
And Monster Hunter's not even like a big exclusive.
So, they're gonna have to announce a lot of first party stuff. We gotta figure out what a bunch of those, like, like I said, like that Killzone thing that I was telling you about with the dragons, or not dragons, but dinosaurs, or the big open world thing.
Because it's called like Ark Evolved or something, right?
Yeah.
The new game.
On the Steam.
Yeah, that game looks fucking tight.
They're gonna have to announce some first party stuff for sure. And then Nintendo, you already know what Nintendo, whatever they bring is going to be fantastic, just because it gets to my heart and my soul.
Yeah.
But
what's going on, guys, in Twitch?
Mario RPG 2. Just saying, not Paper Mario. Mario RPG 2, not Paper Mario. Paper Mario's not bad, but it's not Mario RPG 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What else would there be? Obviously, they're going to show a shit ton more of Amiibo. I would not be surprised if Xbox or PlayStation fucking have some kind of goddamn toy. I would not be surprised.
God, I don't want to see it because it's going to suck. Right?
Yeah.
Because they're not Amiibos.
No
one's going to be on that hype train. There's going to be one dude who, like, owns them all. No one is going to be mad that they're just like... Oh,
Colin and Greg just have them all. Like, they would have them all.
Everyone's just like, yeah, I couldn't get my Ratchet today, so
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
We'll deal with it.
So, but I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. And then, yeah, I mean, that's about... I mean, Nintendo, they're going to get you Mario... Yoshi.
They're going to give you your staple shit, and they're probably going to release a bomb.
Yeah, there's going to be something.
Might be like, what if Zelda shows up?
It ain't going to show up.
It's not.
Nah.
What if Iwata comes out on the stage as Link?
Iwata's not even going to be there.
But I'm saying, neither is Legend of Zelda. But what if Iwata comes out wearing motherfucking blue tunic?
It wouldn't be Iwata, it would be Miyamoto. Miyamoto would come out, and he had the shield and the sword.
I'm just saying that because they both wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah, I don't.
And he just like, for you.
Yeah, so that's basically our 3. I think I'm excited.
This is a running long ass podcast.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I mean, we got miles left.
What are you gonna do?
What happened?
I don't know.
It was the Coke and the Steam refunds. We were there for a while. We've been focusing on a lot of fucked up shit on our show. Yeah. Well, it's all drugs, gangs, and drugs.
We gotta finish in 15 though.
Yeah,
so we gotta
finish up in 15
Yeah, we gotta start rocking.
All right, so let's go right here. Next, off of E3.
By the way, whenever the show runs long, that's your fault. You're the host. You gotta push it.
It's one of those things, John. You just look so happy when you're doing it. I can't just stop. I just sit here and start looking at shit around the room. Like I can't hit you like with one of these like.
Hey, motherfucker, shut the fuck up! I've been talking for 2 hours.
I can't do it. I just can't do it.
Hey, motherfucker!
But all right, so we'll answer one of the questions from chat. For one thing, we'll answer 2 questions from chat.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of people in
quick
Ustream,
chat.
Ustream, we got to change our name title because a lot of people come in from Ustream and they want to talk and they want to converse and ask questions, and we can't do that midstream because we are running a podcast right now. In the next 15 minutes or so, we will be just open stream and we can talk to the chat and we can talk to you guys about everything you want to talk about or whatever. But right now we are in the middle of a podcast. We podcast every week at this time, so if you guys don't want to watch
every
a podcast,
Saturday.
don't tune in around this time on Saturdays.
You can come in afterwards.
And the second question, thoughts on Elder Scrolls?
Oh yeah, that's right. I won't buy the money. I won't spend the money for it. I mean, I think on MMO, like Elder Scrolls would be tight, but like I said, I just can't get into it.
As I was telling John, I think everything about the game looks great except for the gameplay.
Yeah.
And that's the big seller for me is gameplay. I'll fucking play the ugliest game ever if it's awesome.
Well, clearly so will I. I play a lot of ugly games. I played that one ugly game, Tohin or Tojin or
Torin looked great.
Torin. No, it didn't, Jeff.
It looked great.
That
game was beautiful. Either way,
I tell you where Torin won't be
in the Video Game Hall of Fame over in Rochester, New York.
It definitely won't be in the fucking Hall of Fame.
Now, so what got inducted, John?
All right, here we go. I'm gonna give you the list right now.
Okay.
Obviously, Super Mario Brothers, Doom, Pac-Man, which is bullshit, but we'll get back to that. Pong. Okay, Tetris, obviously, and then World of Warcraft. Now, this is where you expect me to blow up, right?
Well, you can't.
I can't.
You know why? Because it's one of those things where it's the biggest MMO.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like for all categories, but that is the game-changing MMO. It
belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Now, if you put in some random shit like the newest MMO or like something behind it,
I'll tell you what, right now, this is probably gonna set a lot of people off. Or not, or you mostly. If that said League of Legends, I'll flip my shit.
Well, League of Legends is still fairly young.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, and I don't think League of Legends...
League of Legends will make it into the Video Game Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but it ain't never going to do what Warcraft did.
Well, I mean, technically, it's already outshined Warcraft in minimal years.
But if you go up to Grandpa and you say, hey, you ever heard of World of Warcraft?
And that's fine. But it's one of those things where that doesn't take away from the game.
No, but all this stuff it's not just... All that goes into getting into the Hall of Fame.
And I promise, if this sticks around, if the Video Game Hall of Fame stays around, within the next 5 years, League of Legends will be in there. You know why? Because League of Legends is the biggest game ever.
Right.
Okay?
But
it changed the whole genre. Just like we're
I don't even know.
It's called a MOBA.
Can I even tell you that I don't even know what the gameplay is?
Yeah, it's fine.
It looks like an RTS and it bores the hell out of
me. Well, it's kind of an RTS. It's called a MOBA. It's a massive online battle arena.
So an RTS.
But no. It's one of those things where it's kind of like those games. It's point and click. You know, you move around, but you just control your one character. You don't have to manage minions and everything physically. So the game, that's why it's called a massive online battle arena. You take your 5 champions battling against 5 other champions with other outside aspects.
Okay, and really quick before we get off of this topic, I just want to say that Pac-Man getting in before Miss Pac-Man is complete and utter bullshit.
Really?
Pac-Man was the OG, but Miss Pac-Man is the way better game. Like by far. If you can ask anybody and they'll tell you that Pac-Man was, Miss Pac-Man got the snub. Like,
yeah.
This is feminism or sexism or whatever it is, 101 right here.
But and then since we're on the topic of the Video Game Hall of Fame, we are going to each name one game we believe should make it in there.
Not a game, not your favorite game.
No, a game that you truly believe that should make it in.
Right, and I've given no prior thought to this.
No, this will be off the top of the head.
Yeah, so like I said, I think it's a game that people got to know, right? It's got to be a game that was world renowned. You know what I mean? And since it's the Video Game Hall of Fame, obviously, it's got to be.
I'm pretty sure both of our topics are going to be both Nintendo.
Yep, it has. The problem is, it kind of almost has to be.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I mean, I feel like age plays a big factor in the Hall of Fame.
Now obviously gameplay has a lot to do with it.
Of course, I feel like the age, the actual public response,
and the production of the game.
Yeah,
like if you batted 400 if you batted 400 every day.
Yeah.
For your whole entire... You're obviously a Hall of Fame baseball player, so you got to be the shit.
Yeah. So let's hear it.
So because I was thinking E.T., because it's so infamous, but it's not Hall of Fame because it's such a shitty game. Yeah. Mine would have to be Pokemon.
Pokemon's hard to put in there because you can't. They're all different games, but they're technically the same game. So it's just like, do you just put the originals in?
Well, you either go Pokemon or you go Legend of Zelda.
Well, Legend of Zelda, and that's another thing where there's so many of them. It's hard to pick. So I think that you would have to induct the series.
No, you
like the series name. Like you would induct Pokemon.
No, that's the problem. You'd have to take one of the original Pokemon and just decide which one you want in.
And see, it's one of those things where it wouldn't matter. I feel like if it did get inducted, it would just show the original 3 cartridges of blue, green, and red. Because they're all the same game. Everything's the same.
But it has to be, because that transcended the whole genre. Like, that made JRPGs cool.
What's going on, Peanut Butter?
You know what I mean? That's just sweet. Like, Final Fantasy, obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the most... I feel like that is the biggest Final Fantasy name.
Yeah, oh god, easily.
It may not be the best game. It may not be the funnest. But it's the one everyone knows.
So yeah, that would definitely be...
For you, it's the original Pokemon.
Or...
Which... If you had to pick one Legend of Zelda to put in there, what would you pick?
If I had to pick a Legend of Zelda...
If you had to pick one.
Link to the Past.
Link to the Past?
Yeah, easily. Okay. And a lot of people are going to say that Ocarina of Time.
Someone said Tony Hawk had changed the skateboarding game.
It did.
It did.
It did. So Tony Hawk...
It's possible. As funny as it sounds saying it out loud, it's very possible.
I'll tell you right quick. When you think of PlayStation and you think of demo disc, you think of Tony Hawk.
Because just grinding around for 10 minutes.
It did. It changed. It made skate... anything you played prior to that, Skate or Die, 720, all that shit sucked.
Skate was great.
Skate was good, but it's not like
Tony Hawk. That actually changed the game, but it's not the popularity.
Yeah,
of Tony
Hawk. I mean, whoa, Tony Hawk and you know what? You could laugh about it. Tony Hawk is a classic.
It's good.
Yeah, Tony Hawk
got worse as it goes.
Well, yeah,
but they were great. Grinding around in the ghetto neighborhood on the street, fucking poles.
So good.
Yeah. All right, now I feel like John already knows what game I would have to put in if we're going off of the formula of what we think games go into the Hall of Fame in, and I do feel like Super Smash Bros. Melee should go in.
Yeah,
because Melee, it's one of those things where. It's got the age. Mm-hmm. It had the popularity. It was the biggest selling GameCube game.
It still has popularity.
It's getting more popular. It has a competitive scene behind it, which makes it almost splits it into 2 games.
Yeah.
And then it's a classic.
Yeah.
It's something you can go back and play any day of the week.
Most people, yeah.
Yeah, unless you're John, who can't physically do that.
I can play a bunch of games. Some games I can't. Like Smash, Melee is not for me. I'll play Smash 4 though. But even when I play Smash 4, I'll play like a game or 2.
Yeah.
And then I seen a meme the other day. It said, I'll hop on for Smash for one game. Said no one ever. I was like, bullshit. I always hop on for one and get off.
John hops on for like 5.
Then I get out.
But yeah, I do feel like Super Smash Bros. Melee deserves a spot in there.
All right.
And I mean, even if just for being in the fighting genre itself as well, for being such a popular game, Mortal Kombat changed the game in the fighting aspect and the whole push, like the M&M aspect. You know, you fucking testing the limits of the people. So yeah, those would be mine and John's choice.
I believe that's where Doom got.
Yeah, it was very bloody.
It wasn't the first-person shooter, obviously.
No, but it was
the first graphic, like
very bloody, gory.
Kill the same guy. Pong, obviously, we know why Pong got in there.
Strippers.
But that was Doom.
No, Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem had strippers. Yeah.
No, I'm sure there's strippers.
Tetris obviously took the world over.
No, Doom was great. Shooting the flying meatballs and shit, and the fucking walking centaurs.
Yeah. And then obviously, because Tetris was just the shit.
Yeah, Tetris was great. People still, man. I watch people play. I watch Pro Tetris. Blows my fucking mind. Oh my god, it's crazy. I don't see how their brains work that fast. I don't even know if it's their brains. If the game comes, there has to be a structure.
It cannot still be random.
There's got to be a structure. You know they know it. There's algorithms. You know if these two come in, that means within the next 4 pieces you have this. Right. So throw this, and this. So yeah.
You have a problem with any of these 6 that got inducted?
No, I have no issue with any of those.
Yeah, me either.
I mean. The Pac-Man one doesn't really rustle my Jimmy like it does yours.
No, it doesn't really rustle my Jimmy. I just think that it should say Miss Pac-Man.
Boom, there you go. All right, so we're coming up on our last 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna kind of quick fire these.
Xbox One's got a new console coming out with the terabyte.
Yeah, that's good.
It's great. If you buy the games digital,
I'm gonna buy a new hard drive for my PlayStation.
Yeah, because boy does he need it.
But the PlayStation also getting a 1 terabyte as well.
Yeah, which would be nice.
Yeah, but I'm just.
They're not gonna get a new console.
No, wouldn't that be sweet though if they had like maybe new colors? Can we just get back when the Game Boy came out in different colors? The Nintendo
changed the game because everyone was like, "I'm the orange Game Boy guy."
Yeah, how come we don't get different colors?
Because everyone's just so simple these days.
And Japan always gets the better console colors. We don't
Japan
never
gets everything better, man. it's like you know how we look at Europe and laugh. Like, we're gonna get the game in a month. All the Japanese kids are just like, man, those dumbass Americans don't get this shit for a year and a half.
Like they've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles
forever. They're playing Monster Hunter right now. They was playing Phantasy Star, all the good shit. Way more games than that.
That's fucked up, man.
But yeah, and then the even bigger news, like everyone's getting fucking terabytes. Who cares? I Am Bread is coming to the PS4. I've almost bought this game on Steam 100 times. I think it looks so fun. The whole point of the game, you're bread. The point of the mission is to become toast. You find a hot area in the fucking... You can lay on heaters. You can find a physically toaster. You can somehow position yourself on a lamp and heat up.
And then
you become toast. A meter comes on, you got to toast both of your sides. And you have stickability. If you fall on the floor, your edibility bar goes down. So you have to become toast and be edible.
And it comes out this summer.
I can't wait.
I think I'm in.
It's fucking fantastic. And then for the last one, we were talking about Super Smash Bros. Going into the Hall of Fame. With EVO 2015... Both Smash Brothers games have 2,000 entrants. Somewhere below or higher than that right now.
Wow.
So that means there's 4,000 people playing Smash there.
Uh-huh.
What's going on? What are you doing?
No, I'm just trying to find a calculator because I was going to ask you really quick. How much does the entry cost?
Well, I don't know if entrance actually goes to the prize pool.
Okay.
Because they have prize pools. I don't know the prize pool at the moment, but it's big. It'll be over... It'll probably be around 15, 20 grand
so
for first place.
Take it and leave.
That's the plan.
He gonna cut you in?
No.
Then why is that the plan?
Because then I like seeing people solidified in history.
Fair enough. So
no one will ever 3-peat Evo.
Oh, so this is what he's.
This will be his.
Oh, he's like the Triple Crown. He's the horse.
He's already he's won it twice in a row. Oh. So this is the plan: is to 3-peat Evo, and he will solidify himself as the GOAT.
The greatest.
Like, he's already the GOAT, but now it'll be unquestioned.
So he'll be like the LeBron James.
Yeah, he'll be like the LeBron James of basketball.
Not the Michael Jordan.
No.
Wow.
You know who the Michael Jordan is? That would be Ken. And you would know that if you ever watched a Smash documentary, like I've asked you 200 times. But and then Mortal Kombat's prize pool just doubled at Evo.
Oh, speaking of really quick, we talked about the Street Fighter thing last broken on PS4.
Yeah.
They switched it back to they're playing on 360 or the Xbox.
Oh.
Yeah, I read that. They switched it back.
So they're playing the old one on Xbox?
Yeah, because it was so broken on the PS4 that they
okay.
decided to go ahead and
All right, so we've ran out of time. People are showing up at the houses. Yeah. So, guys, this was the Pushing Buttons podcast. I'm Jeff.
I'm Johnny.
We are the Los Pollos Amiibos. This was episode 11. And just remember, guys, the Konami code does not work in real life.